Everyone teaches you manifestation forward. Visualize, attract, and achieve. Quantum manifestation flips that completely upside down. You don't manifest from desire, you manifest from outcome. Here's how to do it backwards, and watch miracles unfold. You've probably been told countless times. Clearly visualize your goals, see every detail, feel the emotions as if you already have it. You've heard this advice from countless coaches, teachers, and books. Maybe you've spent hours each day imagining your dream life, picturing your dream job, your ideal partner, financial abundance, or vibrant health. You've likely closed your eyes, repeated affirmations, and tried your hardest to maintain positive feelings. And yet something still feels off. It seems just out of reach, like you're constantly grasping at shadows. Why? Here's the uncomfortable truth most manifestation teachings overlook. When you visualize something as a future goal, you reinforce the gap between yourself and what you desire. Think about that for a second. Every time you try harder to feel abundant or loved or successful, if deep down you still perceive it as something in the future, you're energetically broadcasting the exact opposite of what you want. You are inadvertently reinforcing your lack. And the quantum field, being a mirror of your dominant frequency, reflects back exactly that. More distance, more waiting, more frustration. This is where quantum manifestation turns the whole process upside down, and why it's infinitely more powerful. Quantum manifestation doesn't ask you to pretend something is already true in some vague future. Instead, it starts by placing you directly inside the outcome, right here and now. It asks you to shift your state from wanting to already having, to think, feel, and act from the outcome rather than toward it. And here's the crucial distinction. It's not about imagining a future result. It's about experiencing the end state now. Quantum manifestation doesn't operate linearly. It operates backward, from the end to the beginning. To make this clearer, let's use an analogy. Imagine you're watching a movie, but instead of watching it from start to finish, you begin at the final scene. You see the resolution, the happiness, the clarity. With that knowledge of the outcome, every event leading up to it takes on a different meaning. You don't doubt how things will resolve. You don't question whether the hero will succeed. You already know the ending. Quantum manifestation works exactly the same way. When you start from the outcome, you experience a profound shift in your energetic frequency. Anxiety and urgency dissolve. Doubt fades. Why? Because there's no longer a question of whether something will happen. You're experiencing it as already done. Quantum physics backs this up. Experiments like the double-slit experiment and studies on retrocausality show us clearly that at the quantum level, past, present, and future are not separate. They coexist as possibilities, and your observation, your state of being, collapses them into reality. The moment you consciously choose to embody your future outcome, you collapse all other possibilities and anchor your desired timeline into your present experience. The quantum field responds to who you are being, not what you want to become. Think of it this way. Desire implies distance. Outcome implies presence. Desire says, I don't have it yet. Outcome says, it's already mine. Desire keeps you in a state of reaching and longing. Outcome puts you in a state of receiving and gratitude. From the quantum perspective, the universe never delivers what you desire, only what you embody. And the strongest way to embody something is to start living from it now, not waiting for external proof. So, how do you practically apply this? The key is to stop visualizing your outcome from the outside and instead embody it from the inside. Instead of imagining what it would feel like to get what you want, ask yourself, if this were already true, what thoughts would I think right now? What actions would feel natural and easy? How would my energy shift? Immediately, your internal state adjusts. Your nervous system relaxes. Your perception changes. Your emotional field stabilizes. And, perhaps most importantly, your quantum broadcast transforms. You are no longer signaling lack. You're signaling coherence and completeness. You're not chasing. You're aligning. The irony here And it's a beautiful irony, is that the moment you stop needing your desire to show up, it does. When you become indifferent to the timing because you're so immersed in the feeling of already having it, manifestation accelerates exponentially. The quantum field doesn't require effort, it requires congruence. The secret lies not in wanting something badly enough, but in no longer needing it. Because you're fully occupying the emotional, mental, and energetic space of already having it. This is why quantum manifestation is so powerful and yet so misunderstood. It's backward from everything we've been taught about achieving our dreams. But the moment you get it, the moment you embody it, you realize it's not complicated at all. It's elegant, it's precise, and it's profoundly transformative. Stay with me because in just a moment, you'll discover exactly how to step into that reversed flow of manifestation, living from the outcome first. And once you do, you'll never want to manifest any other way again. Have you ever wondered why some people manifest effortlessly, almost as if they're magnets to miracles, while others spend years trying every technique, course, and method under the sun, with little or no results to show for it? It's not luck. It's not because some people are inherently more spiritual or gifted, and it certainly isn't because they're doing more. The truth, the counterintuitive truth, is that they've figured out how to do less. They've discovered a subtle yet powerful distinction in how they relate to their desires, goals, and dreams. You see, when you use traditional manifestation techniques, you're often instructed to affirm things like, I want abundance, I want success, I want the perfect relationship. Sounds innocent enough, right? But let's take a closer look at the hidden message this sends to the quantum field. Each time you say I want, you unconsciously affirm a reality in which the thing you desire is missing. You're broadcasting lack. You're energetically confirming to the universe, again and again, I don't have it yet. But here's the beautiful paradox that quantum manifestation reveals. The universe is not responding to what you want. It's responding to what you are. If your dominant emotional state is wanting, the quantum field has no choice but to mirror that exact state back to you. It matches your vibration with impeccable accuracy. So if you constantly signal wanting, the universe confirms this state by providing you more situations where you're left wanting, where fulfillment remains just out of reach. Now, consider the opposite approach. Imagine shifting your focus entirely from what you lack to what already exists in the quantum field. Because here's the profound truth science now fully supports. Every reality, every outcome, every dream you could possibly imagine is already encoded as a potential within the quantum field. You're not inventing or creating it from scratch. You're simply aligning with a reality that already exists as a possibility. Let's visualize this with a simple yet profound metaphor. Think of the quantum field as an enormous cosmic library. Every single possible version of your life already exists as a complete book on the shelves. You don't need to write the book from page 1. All you need to do is pick the book off the shelf, open it, and start reading, experiencing it fully, feeling it, believing it's real right now. This small yet vital shift in perspective is the difference between years of fruitless effort and instant energetic coherence. When you begin manifesting backward, by assuming the outcome already exists, you step into a new energetic frequency. Instead of communicating I lack, you broadcast I have. And the quantum field, true to its nature, immediately reflects back that state of being. It's not magic, it's not wishful thinking, it's quantum physics at work. It's a scientifically validated reality. What you hold energetically, you receive experientially. Think about it this way. Manifestation isn't about convincing the universe or earning your desires through effort. It's about recognizing that reality itself is malleable, responsive, and waiting for you to choose your state consciously. The people who manifest effortlessly understand this. They don't chase their desires. They choose their outcomes. They embody the version of themselves that already has what they want. And by doing so, they collapse the quantum wave of possibility into a concrete, tangible reality. This is precisely why effortless manifestors always appear calm, relaxed, and confident. They don't push or force outcomes because they've internalized one simple truth. Forcing implies doubt. Doubt is resistance, and resistance delays manifestation. True quantum manifestors never try to make things happen. They simply align with the version of themselves where the outcome is inevitable, and watch as the universe effortlessly rearranges itself around their coherence. Let this sink in deeply. Your manifestation ability doesn't hinge on your willpower, your hustle, or how clearly you visualize. It depends entirely on your internal alignment with the end state you desire. It relies solely on your ability to stop reinforcing lack and instead stabilize your energy in the vibration of completion. Because when you genuinely assume the outcome, when your emotional state fully matches your chosen reality, the universe has absolutely no choice but to mirror it back. This realization can change your life forever. It means you can finally stop chasing dreams from a place of anxiety, urgency, or desperation. It means you no longer have to struggle to prove your worthiness or push harder to force outcomes. Instead, you get to choose your outcomes, stabilize your alignment, and watch miracles flow effortlessly into your life. And as profound as this understanding is, it's just the beginning. Because next, we're going to dive even deeper into exactly how to shift your identity, your very state of being, so that manifestation becomes as effortless as breathing. You'll see why changing who you're being is infinitely more powerful than changing what you're doing. Ready for the next leap? Let's keep going. First, let's pause for a moment and go deeper into the science behind why backward manifestation isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a quantum reality backed by physics. This isn't merely theory or wishful thinking. It's rooted deeply in the fundamental mechanics of the universe itself. At the quantum level, all potential realities coexist simultaneously. Every version of your life, from the most ordinary to the most extraordinary, already exists as possibilities in the quantum field. You're not creating your future from nothing. You're simply selecting which reality you wish to experience. This subtle yet profound truth can forever change your approach to life. It means you don't have to struggle or strain to bring something into being. Your primary task is much simpler and infinitely more elegant. Align yourself with the reality you desire, and then allow it to unfold naturally. Here's the difference. Traditional forward-thinking manifestation approaches encourage you to build from scratch, like constructing a building brick by brick. You visualize the goal, make plans, and push forward step by step. While there's nothing inherently wrong with effort, this linear method often reinforces the notion that your desires exist somewhere in the distant future, just out of reach. Energetically, this perpetuates a gap, reinforcing a sense of not yet having. The quantum field, being a perfect mirror of your internal state, continually reflects back precisely that feeling, keeping your desire at arm's length. Quantum manifestation reverses this completely. Instead of pushing reality into existence, you become the gravitational center that effortlessly pulls the desired reality toward you. You aren't chasing after an outcome, you're magnetizing a timeline that already exists. This subtle yet pivotal shift is the difference between years of frustrated effort and instant, easeful manifestation. Because in quantum physics, everything boils down to resonance. If your energy consistently broadcasts, "not here yet," the field reflects delay. But if you vibrate with certainty, gratitude, and fulfillment, as if your desire is already here, the field has no choice but to match that frequency and collapse reality accordingly. This phenomenon is beautifully illustrated by the well-known quantum principle known as the observer effect. Experiments in quantum physics have shown repeatedly that subatomic particles exist as waves of possibility, probabilities, until they're observed or measured. Only at that moment do these waves collapse into specific, measurable particles. You, as the conscious observer, are performing this exact process continually in your daily life. Your dominant emotional state and focused attention are literally collapsing infinite possibilities into a singular, tangible experience. If you consistently observe from a place of absence or lack, you collapse realities that confirm that absence. However, if you observe from a state of fulfillment, gratitude, and certainty, the quantum field collapses possibilities that confirm your state of having. This is exactly why people who master quantum manifestation often seem effortlessly magnetic. They don't chase after anything. Rather, they anchor into the energetic truth that the reality they desire is already theirs. It's not magic, it's quantum mechanics at play. Every moment, your frequency is selecting potential outcomes from an infinite field. What changes your reality isn't endless effort, but coherence of thought and emotion. It's alignment. It's embodiment. Consider this carefully. Your life right now, every circumstance you currently experience, is an accurate reflection of your dominant internal state. The quantum field is impartial and precise. It doesn't judge your wishes as good or bad. It simply mirrors back your consistent emotional frequency. So, if you want different external results, your task isn't to strive harder outwardly. It's to shift your inner energetic coherence to reflect your chosen reality as already done. It's a quantum shortcut, collapsing timelines instantly. Think of this process like tuning a radio dial. The station, your desired outcome, already exists. You don't need to create the broadcast. You simply adjust your frequency until your energy matches the signal you want. When you do, the music flows effortlessly. The reception becomes clear, and your life begins to reflect exactly the channel you've tuned into. It's not an act of creation, it's an act of alignment. This understanding fundamentally changes your relationship with manifestation. It frees you from the illusion that you must earn your desires through struggle. It liberates you from the myth that goals must be pursued with relentless urgency. Instead, it places you firmly in your true power, the power of conscious, coherent observation. When you realize your role isn't to force the universe to respond, but rather to clearly, consistently align with the reality you've chosen, the shift is instantaneous. This truth, however, is something most people resist at first, because it defies conventional logic. Our entire society is built on the belief that effort equals reward. The quantum reality, however, insists otherwise. Effortless coherence equals resonance, and resonance equals manifestation. The quantum field doesn't respond to effort, it responds to vibration. In the next section, you'll discover precisely how to embody this truth fully and consistently. You'll learn how to break free from desire-based manifestation forever, and how to anchor permanently into outcome-based resonance. The science is clear, the quantum principles undeniable, and now, you're about to master them in your life. Are you ready to experience manifestation like never before? Let's move forward together. Right now, you might be thinking, okay, this makes sense, but how do I actually do it? What does quantum manifestation look like in my everyday life? Excellent question. Let's walk through it step by step, making it so practical, so clear, and so simple that you can start seeing shifts immediately, without confusion, effort, or guesswork. The quantum manifestation process can be summarized in 3 clear and powerful steps. Let's unpack each one together. Step 1. Clearly choose your desired reality, but as if it already exists. This is the vital foundation, and most people stumble here by visualizing their desires as future scenarios. Instead, begin with absolute clarity on what you desire, not as a potential event, but as something already real, already achieved. Close your eyes and clearly define your desired outcome from the perspective of having already experienced it. If your goal is financial abundance, for example, don't visualize yourself becoming wealthy someday in the future. Imagine clearly the version of you who's already living in abundance right now. Picture the scenes vividly. Feel the satisfaction. Notice the confidence, the ease, the joy of living from abundance already realized. You're not manifesting from a what-if place. You're manifesting from, it's already mine. This is the first crucial shift. Step 2. Completely identify with this reality. Here's where it gets profoundly transformative. Shift from wanting to embodying. Instead of saying, I want to be wealthy, internally affirm, I am already wealthy. Don't merely say the words, feel them resonate deeply in your body. Notice how your posture changes, how your breathing shifts, how tension releases as you accept this reality completely. It's not about pretending or tricking yourself. It's about anchoring yourself in the emotional and energetic truth of that reality now. Your body should feel it clearly. The neural pathways in your brain begin to reorganize around this new identity. Your nervous system relaxes into this frequency. You're no longer signaling uncertainty or lack. You're broadcasting the resonance of fulfillment, confidence, and gratitude, exactly the signals the quantum field responds to most powerfully. Take a moment to do it right now. Choose one clear, specific reality. Feel it deeply. What emotions arise? Gratitude, relief, freedom, satisfaction? Identify these feelings clearly and allow yourself to dwell in them fully. Don't rush. This is where quantum reality is chosen. By embodying the emotional reality first, then watching as physical reality effortlessly aligns. Step 3. Release all control and allow the quantum field to respond. Now here's the part many people find challenging, but it's also where the real magic happens. Completely let go of controlling how your desired outcome unfolds. Surrender your attachment to specific paths, methods, or timings. The quantum field works best when you leave the door open for infinite possibilities. The how isn't your job. It never was. Your job is solely to maintain coherence and alignment. The quantum field, infinitely intelligent and responsive, orchestrates all details effortlessly. Think of this like planting a seed. You don't dig up the seed every day to see how it's growing. You plant it, nurture the environment, and trust nature's intelligence to bring it into fruition. Your manifestation works exactly the same way. Trusting the field means embracing uncertainty with curiosity and openness instead of anxiety. When you release control, you stop energetically blocking outcomes with your limited expectations. Suddenly, you open the quantum space for synchronicities, unexpected solutions, surprising opportunities, and effortless miracles. It sounds too simple to be true, doesn't it? But quantum manifestation is elegant simplicity at its finest. It bypasses traditional effort because it doesn't require physical force. It only requires alignment and surrender. Your dominant frequency, grounded in clear outcome, embodied identity, and trust, automatically collapses infinite potential into concrete reality. Here's a practical daily exercise you can use immediately. Each morning before you get out of bed, clearly feel your chosen reality. Not as future potential, but as present fact. Say internally, I'm already living my ideal reality. Feel it in your body. Imagine what your day would look like, what decisions you would naturally make, how interactions would unfold effortlessly if you were already that version of yourself. Do this for just a few minutes, then release it entirely. Let go and trust completely. Throughout your day, whenever doubt arises, simply remind yourself gently, it's already done. You don't need to force the feeling again. Just briefly reconnect with certainty. Then move forward from a place of relaxed expectation, knowing it's unfolding perfectly. With practice, this state becomes your natural baseline. You become less reactive, more magnetic, and effortlessly aligned. Your reality begins reshaping itself around this state of coherence. Opportunities come to you. Relationships deepen effortlessly. Problems resolve spontaneously. Because you're no longer pushing from anxiety or desperation, life mirrors back your relaxed trust. Does this sound revolutionary? It should, because it's radically different from everything you've been taught. Yet it's grounded entirely in quantum reality. Your life truly can become effortless when you understand that your role is simply coherence and surrender. Quantum manifestation is about getting out of your own way and letting infinite intelligence handle the details. Now, as we move forward, we'll dive even deeper. Next, you'll learn an advanced technique called backcasting, which effortlessly aligns you even more strongly with your desired reality. It's one of the most potent quantum tools for instantly shifting your life. Ready to master this next step? Keep going. The quantum shift you've always wanted is now unfolding faster than you ever imagined possible. Think about the moments in your life when something truly extraordinary happened. Something you wanted for a long time, but that only arrived after you stopped trying so hard. Maybe it was the moment you met someone who changed everything. Maybe it was the job you landed when you'd already given up. Or perhaps it was a burst of inspiration that arrived when you were least expecting it. just when you stopped obsessing over the outcome. At the time, you might have called it coincidence, luck, or divine timing. But what if that moment wasn't random? What if it was the quantum field responding to your surrender? This is the turning point, the quantum reversal, the place where logic and control give way to trust and alignment. It's when you realize that doing more often blocks what you desire, and being more is what magnetizes it. You may not have had the language for it before, but energetically, you've already lived this dynamic. Every time you let go, truly let go, and things began to fall into place, you were experiencing quantum manifestation in its most potent form. You stopped pushing against the river and instead allowed it to carry you. The quantum field doesn't respond to striving. It responds to resonance. It doesn't move because you demand it. It aligns because you are aligned. Most people operate under the illusion that effort equals results. But the most miraculous changes happen when you release, relax, and align internally. When your nervous system says, "I already have it," your external world starts rearranging to match. It's not magic, it's coherence. And here's what makes this moment so powerful. You are no longer waiting to someday understand manifestation. You're not consuming this content as theory, you're living it now. Right here, right now, you are integrating this reversal on a cellular level. Your body is listening, your frequency is shifting, the field is already responding, all because you chose to see it differently. You chose to stop forcing and start aligning. That's not just a choice, and that's a frequency shift. So let's ground that shift together, right now. Take a moment to comment below. I am ready to manifest backwards. Don't just write it as a formality, feel it as a declaration. When you type those words and press send, you're sending a vibrational signal to the field that you are ready. You are no longer trapped in the loop of desire. You are stepping into the reality where you are already the version of yourself who receives. This simple act carries more power than you imagine, because it comes from coherence, from embodiment, not from need or lack. Remember this, the quantum field doesn't need your effort, it needs your frequency. And every act of aligned intention, a comment, a breath, a feeling, creates ripples far greater than you can see. In the next section, we're going even deeper into a lesser-known but deeply effective technique called backcasting. This is not a gimmick. It's a legitimate timeline hack that can collapse years of effort into moments of alignment. If you've ever wondered what the real difference is between someone who manifests consistently and someone who struggles, it often comes down to this one technique. So stay with me. What's coming next could be the missing key you've been searching for all along. You didn't land on this video by accident. You were guided here, and not by coincidence, but by frequency, a signal from the quantum field that matched a part of you ready to remember. Because deep down, you know, manifestation isn't about striving harder, it's about aligning deeper. True quantum manifestation begins when you stop chasing what you want and start embodying the version of you that already lives it. It's not a theory. It's a shift in state. And the moment you invert the manifestation flow, no longer desiring but becoming, the universe shifts its response. You're no longer requesting. You're collapsing timelines. The quantum field does not respond to pressure, effort, or urgency. It responds to coherence. And now you've seen how simple and powerful it is. The more you embody the version of yourself who already has, the faster the quantum responds. That's the real spiritual work, not in doing more, but in being more aligned. And if you felt this transmission, it responds to alignment. The universe isn't waiting for you to do more, it's waiting for you to be more. Your dream future isn't something far away. It already exists in the field. And you just tuned into it. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay still, stay magnetic, stay aligned. You're not waiting for your future. You're collapsing it into now.